Now, so I'm coming to you from a place called, it's the Yarra Ranges. I've just been on a retreat here teaching some yoga over the last couple of days. I also need to let you know, I did a class on Zoom yesterday and I was having real issues with the internet. So bear with me. It's been perfectly fine so far. But yeah, Dean is our technical assistant today. So if you have any issues, he's going to be monitoring them. If we drop out, he'll make sure we keep on. I'll come back in again. But yeah, if that happens, it happens. So any questions that you have technically, you can type those in the chat box and Dean will look after those for you. Yeah, in the meantime, head, neck and shoulders, the props that we're going to be using today, sorry, I couldn't get into the lounge, are a strap. So we're using like a yoga strap or a belt or a scarf or a pair of tights or something that you have. We'll also be using, I don't have my yoga block today, so I have to use a book. I've taken a book off a shelf here. So use a book or something similar to that we're going to be working with. And also we're going to be using our mat, or you can get a towel or you can get a blanket or something of that description. So those three tools are the main things that we'll be using in class today. So go and get them if you don't have them handy. Sorry, I wasn't able to pop them in the chat box or in the lounge area earlier, which is what I normally do. And like I said, do bear with me if we drop out, but we should be fine. Like if we do, stay online and it'll come back on again. All right, how are you all feeling today? I've just got some people going off and getting some tools, so I'll just give it a little bit longer. Anyone want to type anything in the chat box? Anything in particular you want to work on today? No, there was something else I wanted to say and I can't think. Oh yeah, the other thing that you'll find is that I'm using my computer and not the normal camera that I'm using the laptop. And so it's kind of auto adjusting the viewing. So you might kind of see me kind of in silhouette. It might be a bit annoying, but I firmly believe that I'll be able to talk to you through what we're doing, the movements anyway. You just might sort of be a bit annoyed with the way the camera's changing. So network be great. Okay, Alma. Yeah, absolutely. Well, why don't we just start there? So, yeah, come to sitting. Oh, I haven't got myself a chair. I'll grab a chair in a moment for those of you who are not okay with getting down on the floor. But you can do a lot of this class in a seated position anyway on a chair. You'll have the options. So sit down. You could even stand up, whatever works for you. Just let your arms and shoulders relax. And let's just have a little play with the neck, see how it's going. Can you just simply turn your head to one side? So look over one shoulder. And then come back to center and then turn your head and look the other way, right? Notice where you can look to and then come on back to center. And then let's just do a tilt. So you're taking one ear to your shoulder. So you're turning your head to the side, I don't know, bending it to the side and then coming on back upright. Oh, there I go. And then bend the other way. And then come on back up. Now, we're going to do some neck roll. So the head's going to do a full circle. So I'm just going to go tilt, bend to one side, lift my chin on up, look on up, go over the other way, and then my chin comes down. Now, you can do a big or a smaller movement as feels right for you. I'm going to make sure it feels nice in your neck. And you can go as slow or as fast as, again, as it works for you, for your body. I'm going to finish with that full circle. And then I'm going to change direction and go the other way. Oh, I've got a bit of clicking going through my neck. If that's happening for you too, it's generally not anything to be concerned about. Some things moving, some of those crystals in your body moving around a little bit. When you're done, lift your head back up again, up nice and tall. And then let's just think about how we hold our head and neck regularly. Most of you regulars have done this with me. It's a bit of head ramping. So I'm going to exaggerate how a lot of us hold out our head, which is your chin sort of forward and up a little bit, where we shorten the back of our neck. So let's just see if we can get the whole neck even by dropping your chin down and drawing your head back. So sorry, I'm in silhouette, but my ears end up above my shoulders. Let's try that again. So reach your chin out, lift it on up, kind of exaggerate that movement. And when you're doing that, you might even feel like the back of your neck shortening. I know I get some sort of squishing sensation there in the back of my neck. I'm going to drop my chin down, draw my head back, and lift on up through the top and back of my head. We'll try it one more time. So your chin goes out and forward, reach on out, and then drop down and back and lift on up nice and tall through the top of your head. Good. Stay there for a moment and see how it feels. Can you hold your head in that position for a while? Or do you sort of automatically kind of let everything relax and your chin just sort of gently, and you'll do it without even realizing it. Your chin sort of gently just sort of lifts up and the back of your neck shortens a little bit. But can you keep the chin down and the back of the neck nice and long? It would be almost like we've tied some like balloons to the back of your head, right? The helium ones were really strong and lifted you up through the top and the back of your head. Good. Now, once we've done that, we're going to come to breathing. I haven't done a breathing exercise for a while in this class, and it's really, really integral for your neck and shoulders. So I'm just going to get back a little bit. And can you, now, two ways of doing it. If you're okay with putting your hands on, that's a bird, your hands on your rib cage, just by the sides like this, pop your hands on your rib cage. If that's too awkward or your shoulders end up right around here or something, get your strap or your belt or your scarf or whatever it is that you have, pop it around your back. It's going to go sort of around about your lower to mid shoulder blades area on your back. And then you cross your strap over in front. And then you just hold on to it. And you want to feel it firm on your body, just so it's not going to drop on down. And then you hold on and you let your shoulders relax. So two ways, either with your strap here or your hands on the side of your ribs. Now I'm just going to show you with the strap, because have a look at what's happening with my hands. When I breathe in, hang on, I'm going to get a bit closer. When I breathe in, my hands come closer together. And when I breathe out, my hands go further apart. Right? When I breathe in, my hands come closer. And when I breathe out, they go further apart. So basically what's happening here, and I'll show you without the strap, my hands are on my ribs. When I breathe in, my ribs expand and my hands are pushed out to the sides. When I breathe out, my hands come closer together and my rib cage comes in towards one another. And I'll just show you another way. Keep going, right? You don't have to keep changing like I am. If my fingers here are my ribs, when I breathe in, they're all going to expand. And when I breathe out, things come back together. So we call this a bit of a 360-degree breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, you might find that you're breathing the other way, right? You might breathe out and the ribs expand, and you breathe in and they come closer together. That's what we call a reverse breath.